Absinthe is a live show that premiered in 2006 and is playing on the forecourt of Caesars Palace, Las Vegas. After opening on April 1, 2011, the show is hosted by the Gazillionaire, played originally by actor and former Cirque du Soleil clown Voki Kalfayan and his assistant, Penny Pibbets, portrayed by actress Anais Thomassian. In a 2011 interview in the Huffington Post, writer Paul Carr stated that Anais Thomassian and Voki Kalfayan were both Armenian, and, yes, they're a couple. Quote, a contemporary circus. The show is described by Stage and Cinema as an uneasy cross between terrific variety acts and a stag party. Quote, background. Originally, Absinthe was supposed to open at the Fontainebleau Resort, Las Vegas. The Fontainebleau closed and Caesars Palace allowed the producers to set up a temporary tent at the Roman Plaza. Within 90 days of performances, after inspections by Las Vegas Fire and Rescue, the organizers were told to shut down production. Due to the success of the shows within those 90 days, Gary Selesner, president of Caesars Palace, purchased a Spiegel tent that met fire code standards from Germany and had it installed on site to replace the original tent. The show was directed by Wayne Harrison and choreographed by Lucas Newland. Today, the show is produced by Ross Mollison and owned by Spiegel World. At the end of the show's 1000th performance at Caesars Palace, the Absinthe cast celebrated by dressing up as zombies. In April 2014, Absinthe celebrated its 1500th show. The show will continue to run through 2016 at Caesars Palace. Theme and features. Absinthe follows in the tradition of variety shows and vaudeville. It features burlesque performers, sideshow performers, and various international artists. It is also a parody of Cirque du Soleil and mocks aspects of the entertainment business. Artists have included Melody Sweets, Maxim Popaziv, Atlantis, Sens Duo, Eid Atlas Muzz, Oksana Solomachuk, Duo Vector, The Esteemed Gentleman of the High Wire and Angel Porino, who was featured on the reality TV show Holly's World. Porino was a feature act for almost 3 years, before the end of her involvement in March 2014. In Absinthe, she tap danced topless in a giant balloon. There are 3 recurring roles in Absinthe: the Gazillionaire, Penny Pibbets and the Green Fairy. The Gazillionaire is a sleazy snake oil salesman with bad teeth, bad suit, bad pointy glittery shoes. A comedian, he is the host of the show. He makes jokes at the expense of the audience and introduces the performers. The character Penny Pibbets, the assistant to the Gazillionaire and performed by Anais Thomassian, performs a routine with a sock puppet that journalist Robin Leach described as more than XXX rated. Not one word can be written here. It's that obscene. Sweets is the personification of the Green Fairy. She wears a green costume and sings as she performs a burlesque-style striptease. An additional character, Maxim, who is the Gazillionaire's butler, performs a chair balancing at the opening of the show. Performances are 90 minutes long and take place in a 600-capacity Spiegel tent, with performances taking place on a stage that is only 9 feet in diameter. Audience members sit in a circle around the stage, on folding chairs. Guests can drink alcohol during the show, and freely order beverages from areas in the back of the tent during the show. After the show ends, the exit opens to the beer garden at Caesars Palace. Reception. Writing in a review of Absinthe, Paul Carr of the Huffington Post proclaimed, "If I could only see one show my entire life," he said, "I'd want it to be that." Quote, in 2011, it was named Best New Show by Vegas 7 magazine. Stage and cinema describe the show as inevitably and thoroughly cringe-inducing due to the vulgarity of the lead characters. Overall, the website noted a target demographic of 20 to 30-year-olds who have been well served alcoholically. In attendance, Northwest Indiana Times writer Philip Potempa describes character Penny Pibbets as being too much of a vulgar approach to shocking the audience. As a character, he does, however, acknowledge the also amazing performers, including Melody Sweets. He compares Sweets to the character of the Green Fairy, played by Kylie Minogue in the 2001 film Moulin Rouge. Absinthe has been described as part of the burlesque revival in Las Vegas by USA Today. Gerard Butler, Daniel Radcliffe, Lacey Chabert, Kaylee Cuoco, Channing Tatum, James Franco, Giada De Laurentiis, Neil Patrick Harris and Olivia Newton-John are some of the celebrities who have attended performances of Absinthe. Official website.